They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Washington football team. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Now Rodgers. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down. The completion there for the reigning MVP. And Charles, even though he's slip-sliding towards 40, it is certainly a tough task to ask a defense to stop Aaron Rodgers. But what can they at least try to do to slow him down?
I think for him, is take advantage of the few opportunities he gives you. He's not going to throw very many interceptions, so if you get a chance to get your hands on the ball, you better take it. But if you can get him off the field on 3rd down, that is a huge one. Be able to blanket receivers, knock the ball free, but get off the field because the longer that drive goes, he's going to put it in the end zone.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Gibson here running out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Gibson. Bust through the tackle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were...
He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
1st and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Gibson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The veteran Mario Addison in there to drop him for a loss. Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Rodgers to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's caught by Sanders. Not much there, only a yard. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Allen to throw once more. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 15. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feel? Yes, they did.
Allen off the play fake. And Diggs has it. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And that's complete to Sanders. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it third down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And once again, this is Sanders. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Jerry Hughes on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And some room to maneuver. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First down, Washington.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On play action, now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers flushed out right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 44 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. This to McLaurin out on the left side. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And once you get out of the pocket, you thought that maybe you'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run. But this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Sanders a 1st down, still going. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston